Good morning, wonderful people. This is Ancestral. This is the main entrance. Where are we going, Mama? Huh?
We're going to Granddaddy's house.
We're going to Granddaddy's house?
Yeah.
Where is it?
He's there.
Over there? Yeah, so this is probably the Teng Boulevard right here that leads up to my grandmother's house. So when you come over there, this is the place where it all started. So on your right is my uncle's house, and right at the back is my grandmother's home. So today's trip is sort of like bittersweet because this is the first time I'm coming to this place ever in my life where I am not going to see my grandmother. For my entire life, I've been coming to this home, and my grandmother has been here every single time. And it's kind of a little surreal to come back from diaspora and to not find my grandmother. Unfortunately, the day I left for Long Beach a few weeks ago, that's the day my grandmother passed. And so my grandmother has been in this home for over 70 years. She was about 96 when she passed. And so when I left, she was alive, and when I arrived in Nairobi on my way to the airport, I got a call that my grandmother had passed. So this is literally the first time I'm coming back to this home without her presence. We have never known life without her, and so it's going to be different. But we're also grateful because she lived a long life, led a really good life, was well taken care of by our folks, had a lot of kids, had a lot of grandkids, and I think we did the best we could. So this is really the first time that I'm entering this home without my grandmother. What you see right here, there used to be some kind of a wooden gate where we would have just basically sticks going across from one end to the other. And this mango tree is very old. Very, very old. And I remember growing up, we would climb it, get our mangoes, and I think maybe it's probably as old as my grandmother. I don't think it produces anything anymore. And so, oh yeah, what again? Which you bad? I don't know county yeka. What is that? Huh?
It's a cow.
No, that looks like a cat. Is that a cat? Yeah, so folks, here growing up there was plenty of buildings in this spot. Right over there, see that mound over there? There was a house. There was a house right here. There was a house, and still there's one right here. And in my mother tongue, these are called, those kinds of houses are called Simba, where young men build their little huts. And I remember again as a kid, these trees here used to be where we would tie like swings, just get ropes and tie them and swing, and of course that would come with plenty of accidents. And so this is the right side of the home, this side. The mound you see down over there was also a house. My uncle's house was there. And then, did you follow me, come this side. Yeah, come this side. Come this side. Stop it, Papa. Yeah, and then the mound right here. Mama, why are you running?
Because
Yeah.
I just forget.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So the mound you see right here is used to be my father's Simba. My father is the third-born son, and so the way it works is that the main house, now this right here, is my grandmother's house, and so when the boys are building their Simbas or their little huts, the firstborn is expected to build on the right side, which is here, and then the secondborn on the left side, the thirdborn again on the right side. So my father's Simba used to be here, right on this mound here. I don't know if it's very visible. I'm gonna try to show it, but yeah, right where my daughter is running. This used to be the door right here. This used to be the main entrance, and we had the living room area right here. I think it was divided into three pieces. So you had the living room here. You had like a semi kitchen / something here, and then the main bedroom was here. The master bedroom was here. And this Simba here was made 100% from dirt and grass thatch. So this is where it all started. And the only thing my parents owned at the time was this simple mud house with grass thatch roof. But life was wonderful. See, we had tons of mangoes over here, like these huge mango trees that have been here for years. So essentially, my grandmother lived here for, I think, over 70 years. Yeah. And life has been wonderful. It's just amazing how things can change. So one of the more depressing things about living in diaspora is that every single time you move away from home, every single time you're traveling back to diaspora, you know there's always a possibility that your loved ones may not be there. And that has happened to me a couple of times. And this time round, it happened too. I left, my grandma was still alive. And as soon as I got to the airport, I was told my grandma passed. And so in this corner right here, this is a graveyard. A bunch of my uncles are buried somewhere here, the ones who passed on before they built their own homes. And underneath this tree is where my grandfather was buried. And unfortunately, we never got to meet our grandfather. He passed on early in the 70s, that before all of the grandkids were born. So none of our grandkids get to meet our grandfather. He used to be a police officer. We've been told all kinds of tales about him. But I wish I met him, but we never did. And so my grandmother is buried somewhere out over there. So this is almost like an entire family. You have my grandfather, grandmother, and a bunch of their sons who have been buried over here. It's like the family graveyard down here. So yeah, I just want to walk you through sharing with you some of the fond memories that I still walk with when I come down to this house or to this home. This property used to be so full of life. We used to have like almost 4 to 5 Simbas at the same time. And there would be a ton of grandkids. This would be like a massive play area. And oftentimes at night, we would all eat in one spot, depending on what was cooked. So if, rice and beans was everybody's favorite. So if my grandmother made rice and beans, all the grandkids would eat up here. And if it was made in any one of the Simbas, we would eat in one of these spots. And so I have a lot of fond memories coming back to this spot. But unfortunately, time has a way of doing its thing. It's been over 70 years of people living here. So much has changed. People have passed on, people are now grown up, and new ones have also been born, because these little ones thankfully had the privilege of meeting my grandmother before she passed. Unfortunately, they probably may not remember much of her, but because we have recording technology now, we have tons of footage of my grandmother. So I want to walk you around the home. I'll point a few things. But yeah, it's really depressing as a diaspora, and every single time you hit the airport, there's a possibility that some of your loved ones may not be back, or there's a possibility you may not come back. That's just the reality of what we live with for those of us who still go back and forth. So if you have time with the loved ones, please spend as much time as possible. I know not everybody has the ability to travel as much as we do, but if you do, please do spend time with people you care for, because sometimes things are going to change. So this used to be the main house, and then over here we had the kitchen. In traditional homes, this is very common. We do like the main house, and then the kitchen is built outside, right behind. In part because in the village we cook using firewood, and firewood can be very smoky. But I've got really fond memories, and of course we never had electricity here. So at night the village was pitch dark. So even moving from the main house to the kitchen at night, as a kid I remember dreading being sent to go to the kitchen. And so just the distance between the main house and the kitchen was so long, I would simply run and dash in there hoping that no demon catches me somewhere in between. But life was wonderful. So yeah, this home is now different, very different. There's no one here except for the people who help us down the other side. But yeah, the only presence that have been here for 70 years is no more. Well, I hope those of you who still have your grandmothers and your parents, you enjoy them while they're there, because nothing lasts forever. Well, thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next. Bye.